You bought a stock everyone said was cheap. Great earnings, strong fundamentals. Your broker loved it. You watched it drop from 50 to 40, then to 30, then to 25, and somewhere around 20 you finally sold, at the exact bottom. Here's what nobody told you. The chart knew. Months before you bought, it knew. And there was one method that could have shown you in 30 seconds. Drop a S in the comments if you have ever averaged down on a stock with great fundamentals and watched it keep falling anyway. Stan Weinstein was a market technician and one of the most effective trading educators of the 20th century. He watched investors lose money for years, not because they picked bad stocks, but because they asked the wrong question. The wrong question is this a good stock? That question has no definitive answer. It opens a door to infinite analysis, fundamentals, earnings, industry outlook, your broker's opinion, your brother-in-law's tip. Weinstein's question has 4 possible answers. He asked, what stage is this stock in? Stage 1, the base. Stage 2, the advance. Stage 3, the top. Stage 4, the decline. Every stock in every market can only ever be in one of these 4 stages. The tool that tells you which one is the 30-week moving average. That is the anchor of the entire method.
Stage 1 is called the basing area. Here is what it looks like. A stock has been falling for months. Then it stops falling. The 30-week moving average loses its downward slope. It starts to flatten out. Volume dries up. The stock starts moving sideways, drifting above and below the MA on quiet swings. Then, volume starts expanding again, but prices barely move. That expanding volume is a signal. The panicked sellers, the ones who drove the price down, have finished selling. New buyers are stepping in, and they are not demanding a discount. Now, here is the psychology underneath this. The human brain sees a stock that has already fallen 60% and calls it cheap. It anchors to the prior high. It feels like a bargain. Every instinct says this is the time to get in early and catch the exact bottom. Weinstein is direct. Do not buy yet. Even if you catch the low exactly right, your capital is now frozen in a sideways stock, possibly for months, possibly for years. And here's the cruelest part. The investors who buy in stage 1 eventually get impatient. Months pass, nothing happens. They sell out of frustration right before the big move starts. That's the worst possible timing, paid for with both time and money. Bethlehem Steel demonstrates this exactly. After falling sharply from $22 to under $5, it finally managed to rally above the moving average, then pulled back below it, then broke above the horizontal trend line on increasing volume. Once it cleared 9 3/8, the Stage 2 advance began. It soared to 17 1/4 over the next several weeks. Stage 1 was months of nothing. Stage 2 was weeks of everything. Stage 2 is the only stage where Weinstein says you should be buying. Here is how it begins. The stock breaks above the top of its resistance zone and above the 30-week moving average on impressive volume. That breakout is your primary entry signal. The MA starts turning upward shortly after. Each successive rally peak is higher than the last. Each correction holds above the rising moving average. 2 steps forward, 1 sharp step back, but always above that rising MA. There's almost always an initial rally followed by at least one pullback. That pullback, close to the breakout level, is your second chance entry. A low-risk buy with the reward-to-risk ratio still fully in your favor. Now, stop here for a moment, because this is where the method gets psychologically hard. At the exact moment of the Stage 2 breakout, which is the ideal time to buy, the reported fundamentals will often still be negative. The stock may have no analyst coverage. Your broker may actively try to talk you out of it. The newspaper has not run a positive story yet. And yet, that's your moment. Because the chart sees what the story hasn't told yet. It always has. General Motors had improving earnings in 1981. The stock dropped from 58 to 34. Greenwich Pharmaceuticals moved from $3 to 19 while registering losses. The chart reflected the truth before the news confirmed it, in both directions.
International Paper entered Stage 2 in early 1986. Every correction held above the rising 30-week moving average. Every rally made a new high. The structure itself was the signal. Has your broker ever talked you out of a buy that turned out to be right? Tell me what happened in the comments. Weinstein uses a taxi analogy for investors who miss the breakout. If you miss a stock at 12 1/8, you might reasonably pay 12 7/8, but paying 25 is a completely different risk. If you miss one taxi, another one always comes. There are thousands of listed stocks. Missing one Stage 2 breakout does not mean you chase it anywhere. It means you wait for the next one. A stock with a price-to-earnings ratio of 10 and rising earnings fell more than 50% in 6 months, during one of the great bull markets in history, while the analyst community was still saying it was cheap. That stock was ICH Corporation, and it had entered Stage 3. Stage 3 is the most psychologically dangerous stage of all, because it is the one where the news sounds the best. Here's how it appears on the chart. The 30-week moving average stops rising and flattens again. The stock begins crossing below the MA on declines and back above it on rallies. Volume is heavy. Price action is choppy. There is lots of activity and no net progress. Weinstein calls this churning. And while all of that is happening, what is the story? Earnings are rising. Analysts are upgrading. Stock splits are being announced. The press coverage is glowing. Well, here is what is actually happening beneath the surface. The early Stage 2 buyers who bought close to the base are sitting on large profits. They are quietly selling into every rally. The buyers absorbing that selling are the ones who just read the glowing press report, who heard about it from their broker, who are excited by the stock split announcement. The heavy volume is the transfer of stock from professionals who know the stage has changed to amateurs who don't yet. The chart knows before they do. Weinstein's rule for traders in Stage 3: get out immediately. Take your profits. For investors, take profits on at least half the position. Protect the remaining half with a stop set just below the support level, because the Stage 3 pattern sometimes breaks upward again into a new Stage 2, and you want to still hold something if it does. But the majority of the position, the exit is now. Stage 4 is where fortunes are permanently destroyed. The stock breaks below the bottom of its support zone. The moving average turns downward. Each rally fails to reach the prior peak. Each decline makes a new low. Here is the structural fact that Weinstein stresses most. The old support zone, the floor that held through Stages 1 and 2, becomes the new ceiling in Stage 4, resistance. The upside is capped. The downside is wide open. And yet, this is exactly where amateur investors see a bargain. The stock was 50, now it's 40. The broker says it's still a $50 stock. If it was worth buying at 50, it must be an even better buy at 40. So they buy more, averaging down. They tell themselves they'll exit even when it gets back to 45. Months later, that cheap stock at 40 is trading at 25. The bad fundamental news that was always behind the drop belatedly becomes public, and the exit happens at the absolute worst moment. Not at 50, not at 40, at 25, with full losses crystallized. Weinstein references Kenny Rogers here deliberately. You've got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. He is not being cute. He says there is more solid market wisdom in that short song than in all the fundamental analysis on Wall Street. And then he asks you to make a pledge, 2 specific promises to yourself. First, never buy a Stage 4 stock. Second, never hold any stock once it moves into Stage 4.
It does not matter whether you have a profit or have a loss. If it's going to be a loser, say goodbye. The market does not know what you paid. It does not care. Weinstein observed something across years of reviewing investor portfolios, a pattern so consistent he wrote it down as a warning.
The amateur investor, more often than not, had more winning positions than losing ones in count, and still ended up with major losses, because the winners were sold too quickly with small profits, and the losers were held through stage 3, through stage 4, until the losses were catastrophic. The professional's portfolio told the opposite story. Stage 2 winners were ridden all the way to the stage 3 signal. Problem stocks, the moment they showed stage 4, were exited, regardless of the story, regardless of the fundamentals, regardless of what the broker said. The difference between the two portfolios is not intelligence. It is not access to better information. It is the discipline to let the chart override the story every single time. Look at your current portfolio right now. All your holdings in stage 2, above a rising moving average, or are they in stage 4? Tell me honestly below. Here is what you can do right now. Pull up the weekly chart of any stock you currently own. Overlay the 30-week moving average. Ask yourself one question. Is the stock trading above a rising moving average with corrections holding above that average and each rally making a new high? That is stage 2. Hold it. Or is the MA flat to declining with the stock crossing below it on pullbacks while volume remains heavy with no price progress? That is stage 3 or 4. Act accordingly. That single check done honestly will tell you more than any earnings forecast. One glance at the chart is worth 1,000 earnings reports. Weinstein titled his chapter with that belief, and the market has been proving it ever since. If you change nothing else after watching this, never buy a stage 4 stock again. That one discipline alone will change what your tax return looks like next year. Weinstein's words, not mine. This video is for educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always conduct your own research before making any investment decisions.